Hi. So I realized I didn't really explain the number 13. I just showed it on my birth record, like my medical record number. And so I was thinking about just explaining a bit. Number 13, for me, what I've gathered from just listening to different people speak on it, just represents birth, death, resurrection. So like a rebirth. And kind of like the story of Asar and Aset and Haru, and how Asar helped to put all the pieces, Aset put all the pieces of Asar back together. And so that's kind of how I look at it, because I believe this is it was 13 pieces, but 14 pieces, but one piece was missing. So it's 13 pieces all together, and you have to bring all those pieces back, and that's what we have to do for ourselves on a deeper level. So yes, I would also like to read. I know in Lord Strayhorn's book he also has a small section on the number on Friday the 13th, and about it, it's subtle. But I know. And so, for example, it says, then there's the case of Procter & Gamble and the number 13. This major corporation has the symbol of a quarter moon and 13 stars on all its consumer products. Every year, this company receives thousands of calls accusing them of devil worship or satanic influences. So, although the number, this is on page 284, although the number of 284 of Numbers and You. Although the number 13 is given the connotation of being unlucky, it's really not. Perhaps the reason for this belief has to do with ancient symbology. Long ago, when people used picture symbols, the number 13 was thought to represent death. Skipping that a little bit. The ancients described 13 as a symbol of power, which if wrongly used, wreaks destruction upon itself. And the 13 is composed of the numbers 1 and 3. 1 represents the sun, the giver of life, light, and energy. And 3 represents Jupiter, the expansive good luck planet. So, and then it also has, however you add the 1 and 3, that's Fadic, Fadic adding, Fadic, Fadic. The sum is 4, which is ruled by Uranus, the planet of surprises and the unusual. So, yeah. I always look at it as being kind of like the number of the Mother Universe, representing and showing how everything works and functions, and it's something that I started to notice was applied in many places, right? 13 colonies. It's just all over. If you look at the McDonald's symbol and you flip it, if you turn it clockwise, it's a 1, and the M is a 3 if you turn it. So realizing a lot of the information that we were given about different things was wrong or made to scare you. I remember seeing a movie called The 13th Floor when I was younger, and the main character's name was Elaine, which is my given name as a child. And just the most terrifying thing. And it had my name, So I was just oh my God, 13th floor. And it wasn't on the elevator, or she had to turn. It was some weird thing, yo. So, so I just remember that. And so when I heard later on that but I started to question a lot of things, what I had been told growing up, and started to realize that, can't trust everything everyone's telling you. And most of the time when everyone's saying something, you might want to, listen to the other side and do more research. So, continue to learn more about it being a representation of rebirth, and kind of being how the Mother Universe functions, and how things work here through that particular number, and drawing the energy of that number to you as needed. you know, with my manifestations, or whenever I do my exercises, my dancing, different things like that, I usually use that number. Or I use the number 4, 1 and 3 added phatically, and then that is you know, I use that in this number for foundation and everything. So yeah. So that's great. So can't wait to maybe another time I will add up a few things with numerology and share it. Thank you so much, and much love to you wherever you are. Peace.